Hey everybody, Scott Hogan coming at you here today. We're going to talk about why you can't shallow the shaft and what you need to be doing so you can actually do it. We're talking about kind of the hottest topic in golf is when we go through a golf swing. You know, we see this quite a bit where players get this club from the top. The club actually gets less inclined, you know, more inclined, less inclined. Shallow is what we say, even though that might not even be a correct term, but we see the club do this. And we do see a lot of the best players and really good ball strikers do this. So I don't think we can deny that it's a good thing, but how we do it, that can be the debate. But whether or not the method you're trying to choose to do it, I think a couple things we want to clear up, and this is where I see people struggle. So we're outside today, it's nice. So we're just going to show you some concepts here as you go. So if I'm going to start thinking about, all right, what do I want to have happen at impact? I always find it's easiest to work backwards on this. So at impact, there's a couple of things that I see people want. One, they would love to see the club traveling from more kind of inside to out. Most people slice it. They want to see more of an outward swing to the golf ball, and I don't disagree with that either. The other thing I think they see is they want their hands leading. They don't want to be flipped. Okay? Again, don't disagree. I see that position all the time. Again, how you do it, I think that just depends. Then the last one is, I think we can all agree, you need the club to be going down. You need the club head to go down. That's how you get the club, the center of mass of the club, underneath the center of mass of the ball. That's what elevates the golf ball. So we all want to see the ball go high, straight. We want to see it go far. You know, if we get the club again leaning forward, you start de-lofting the club. That actually will help you hit it a little farther as well. So again, all things that we like to see. So what are you going to have to do to make these things happen? Well, as I'm going through, I am going to need to see my hands moving the golf club forward a little bit. Okay, I need to be moving the handle forward. I need to be moving the handle down. I need to be putting pressure on the handle down, and I need to be pushing out. Okay, I need to be pushing out with this golf club. So we're going kind of away from me. Now, this is where people get having issues, because what happens is you get to the transition in the golf swing, and this is where it's like the magic moment, you know, right? As the transitions, you kind of set yourself up for good. Well, what we see happen is there's a little bit of confusion. Well, I see people get up here and they think, all right, I got to go forward, okay? I've got to go down and I've got to go out. There's only one problem. That gets that classic over the top look. There's one problem. The golf club at this point has now been inverted. It's gotten flipped upside down. So everything you're thinking, you actually have to go backwards, all right? We want to start all these things early. We want to start doing what you want to have at impact. If you're trying to do it late and do it right at the ball, I mean, good luck. If you can do it, I'm impressed. I can't do it, and I feel like I hit the ball pretty good, so I know a lot of people that don't try to do it as well, and they also hit the ball really good. So what we want to start thinking is, okay, everything's backwards because the golf club is now upside down, okay? So if we start thinking as we transition, if I want to start all these moves that I'm going to do at impact earlier, well, I need to start them up here, but again, flipping them around. So the first one, you want to see your hands getting more forward. You want to kind of lean the shaft a little bit, get the club de-lofted. Well, if I'm going to lean it forward up here, I need to be going away. So I need to be pushing the golf club and the handle away. That is the opposite of what we see down at impact. Again, the golf club is upside down now. It's backwards. So you got to go the other way. So that's the first one. You want to start getting that club to come in, having some shaft lean, start pushing the handle away. You don't have to push the club head away. It's just push the handle, okay? And as you take it down, man, I can lean the shaft forward quite a bit. So we got to push the handle away. What do I see? I see people do this. They come down, they pull the handle forward still. Well, that looks familiar. And we'll talk a little bit more about why that happens. So the second one is, okay, well, I need to push the handle down, right? Got to get the club down to the bottom of the ball. You got to get it low enough. Well, so the opposite of down is up. So I'm going to push away, and I'm also going to start sending the club head up. It's going to feel like it's going up. So I'm pushing away and up. Okay, all of a sudden, hey, that we like that position. The third thing that we got to do, we said we want to go out or away from us. Okay, so we'll say that's towards the camera. Okay, or if I turn this way, we're going to say towards that tree. Well, the opposite of that way, I actually got to go behind me. I got to go backwards. So that's what this looks like from here. I got to go from here. Instead of, if I want to go out, I've got to go back. So I've got to pressure the handle back so when it comes down to the ball, it goes out. Okay? So I don't want to have too early of swinging out, right? I'm going to do something. I'm going to direct my hands out. You want to understand how we actually work the grip and go from there. So we want to see a swing that goes back where you're pushing back away from the target, pushing away. Okay, we want to see where you are actually letting the club head go up, because that, again, opposite, but when you're going to the ball, that's going to be going down. And then when you're trying to shallow it out, people I see struggle, they're trying to shallow, it's all about the force you're putting on it. Force is away. When I'm coming down to the ball, my force is actually going to direct the club to the outside. That's what happens when you go shallow. All right, whether your hand path, regardless, again, hand path, how your shoulders work, your transition, there's a lot of other things that go into it, but as far as how the golf club works, these are the main things I see people misunderstand that doesn't let them do this. So that's what I would work on, is those three key motions. That's what's going to help you get this golf club to a really good impact and be able to deliver it. Now what happens, let's talk about a couple of the key things that we see. The two main ones I see are the over the top. We already talked about that. It's, all right, I got to go forward, but again, the golf club is trying to go that way, right? Or it's going to go that way. In reality, we want the handle to go forward, right? Which is, again, backwards when you get to the top. So I know it can get confusing, but so we see that. People go forward here. Instead, they should be going backwards. I see people think, all right, I got to go down with the club, when, again, you should be going up at this point. And I see people that work on, I got to swing out. Well, in reality, from up here, it's back. Okay, it's not out, it's back. All right, those are the things. So when I see people do this, I see, okay, they go this way. When you do it that way, by the way, it's just, you start getting that over the top look. From this angle, what you're going to see, again, this is a huge problem. I see the flip. You see, all right, pull it forward. Okay, I'm not directing the golf club. The golf club's going down too soon. I'm not going up first to properly direct it down. So all of a sudden the golf club knows it's got to go down, and I got to get somehow down there, and my hands got to shut down because I was going the wrong way to start, and a lot of problems happen. So that flip, you don't just fix the flip, you fix the cause. You don't fix your over the top, you fix the cause, and you start directing it the right way. So people that struggle to get it shallow, this is what I see them having to work on. And it's I know it's an interesting idea, but you just got to know the golf club's flipped upside down at that point. So start flipping everything around backwards, and it starts getting a little bit easier for you. So again, hopefully everybody, you enjoyed this video. It's nice to be outside. It's awesome. Hopefully not too breezy for you, but been a lot of fun. And again, we'll see everybody in the next video. Make sure you subscribe. We got a lot of good content coming, trying to do as much outside here while we can, and we have more coming back from the studio when we get back there. So again, thanks everybody for watching. Leave your comment down below if you have any questions about it. We'd love to hear it, and we'll see you in the next video.